Also the good in it, because he's got the ultimate good eye. Yeah, he made the world to do good, and that's what he's going to do for us. Especially, I mean, the whole world's going to benefit from it, but specifically the Jewish people, he's going to take care of us like his children, like his wife. He is taking care of us until Mashiach comes. Even more so, it's such a miracle that we're even here. Think about our families went through the Holocaust, our families went through this and that, and now, you know, someone just said to someone else. I don't want to say names. Someone said to a mother, she's got a frum son, yeah, says, you know, this religious fanatical son I have, yeah. And then, you know, I've got this other son who's got divorce, and I've got this other son, and so many grandchildren. And someone said to her, I don't understand. You're getting nachas. You've got all these grandchildren, yeah, happens to be 13 in this case. So that's Gematria Ava, which is Gematria Chad, 1. Hashem's bringing out the love in this person. And bottom line, whenever she sees pictures and she's showing everyone, but she thinks a frum person, you know. So what does Hashem say? Send her someone who says no. Look at the other family. They're marrying out. They're married to an Arab. They're married to this other person, that person. They've got no children. They've got this and that. You know, we wish them all symptoms and positive things, and everyone should have symptoms of But the bottom line, they don't have the pleasure to have a Michal as their child. They don't have that pleasure to have somebody who focuses on the love. A Jewish child. They don't have that pleasure. We do. We can build that. And the fact that Shem in our generation, even though there's Jews wanting to run away from it, the fact that we're still here doing it after all of history is a tremendous revelation of love. And this is not from the Jews saying this is from Mark Twain. Not Michael Twain. Sorry, that would be going too far with Michael. Maybe if he was a Jew, it'd be called Michael. But Mark Twain. That's what he said, and he was a while back, and it's even been even worse since he wrote that. But he said it's a miracle. The biggest miracle in history is the Jews still around. You know? If we're the only Golas still around, so say, but the Persians are still around. Right. So it's not exactly because they're not really Persian anymore. They keep the religion of Islam. They're not exactly what they were. Yeah. So you can't say they're really. A lot of all the previous empires are not there. So they actually have all people actually do claim they're from original empire. You know, like what's his name? Sad Man Insane. He used to say that he's from Nebuchadnezzar. Yeah, he's a Gilgal from Nebuchadnezzar. Sad Man Insane. So just like Balak, that's like Nebuchadnezzar. Just like Babel, Iraq fell at the time just before Purim. They got rid of Vashti. She was the last of Babel. So too, just before Pras came in to start making trouble, who fell? Who fell? Sad Man Insane from Iraq. The same thing, the Golas Babel. It fell just before press came up, before Iran came up. So this is all, it's like all looking like the second base of English when Hashem did the Purim story to us. So too with the third base of English, there's very similar stuff going on. That's why a lot of the Rabbanim are trying to wake us up. Big stuff going on. He's going to take care of all our Persian friends, the Jews I'm talking about, and they'll take care of the Persians also, you know, a little bit of that. Maybe they'll do too, but we'll see. Anyway, the point is, it's going to be good. This is the point, it's all going to be beloved. It's all going to be a positivity. That's what we've done for. We've done for Mashiach to come with love. We don't want it to come everyone getting blown up. That's not good. We don't want nuclear bombs. Yeah, we don't need the nuclear bombs. I'm not personally so scared of it. I'm not losing sleep about it, I'll be honest. Yeah, that could be because I don't care. Like I'm busy with my own silly little thing. But on another level, if I have a little bit of a munah, I don't really care because Hashem made the world, Hashem takes care of us, and He gives me life, and He gives me a wife, gives me money issues and this and that. He gives me everything. So it's the Shmi, it's for Hashem. I don't have to worry about it. That's not my problem. Let Hashem run this story. Yeah? I don't have to make a big deal out of it. But I do. What it should do to me, the positive side, is to waken me up, to make me a bit more aware that there's big stuff going on, and I'm part of that history. I wasn't always this way, and I hopefully, in an inner level, change myself, not just externally, and that is going to make a big difference. So that's why we got to build this. So I just we want to say one thing from Naya Sosra, which remind me how to a beautiful idea. This is really the key. We had in Shkolem last week. Shkolem it says, take this to me, the coins. Yeah? Hashem wants zeh. Again, we have the zeh. Hashem wants his 12. It's 12, by the way. 6 times 2 is 12. with the 6 becomes 12, and the idea of 12, you add another 1 is 13, and talks about it once. Shema and Bok Shem, and then the feeling we just had is all preparation for the Shema. It has to do with love to come into the all Malchus Shemayim. Like he once said, it shouldn't be an all that his grandfather said, it shouldn't be an all that makes your life difficult.
He said the purpose of the all is to guide.
To guide. The purpose of having an all, taking on Hashem's
a yoke, like you know, like
take on what Hashem, like a big cat ox, you know.
Yeah, they have a thing that when they're what's it called?
Yeah, when they get to work, they feel the plow. Yeah,
they have a thing on it.
Yeah, so it shouldn't be a negative thing. Like have that image of struggling this thing. No, it's to direct you where to go. So it's a positive thing. So this is the idea how should be with love. The Bnei Yissaschar says, so what's this shkolim? What's this all about? So the idea of shkolim, once again, is to give tzedakah, especially to the base of Midrash, to someone unholy, to a base of Midrash, to someone who's doing something holy. The idea to get an elevation. Hashem wanted everyone in the Jewish people, whether rich or poor, that we said that about last week. But the Nakuda, which is Bnei Yissaschar, which we also said last week, so I'm just bringing it up again. He says the biggest kindness you can do is to help someone with das, is to give them the right guidance, the true, right, good advice. Reb Nachman talks about this a lot. The highest times, the biggest thing you should done for is good advice. To be able to know what Hashem wants from you, what the advice is, to be able to know where to head towards, makes sense because you could have a whole path ahead. The business has to know what its advice is. And me personally, I'm looking, anybody going to give advice. Problem is, nowadays you want to give advice, you have to have a budget. I don't have a budget. So you have to pay someone to give advice. Yeah? But me, a rabbi, something that's going to save their life, spiritually and maybe probably also nowadays physically, they'll give the advice and most of it's going to be free. Yeah, most Rabbonim, you can phone them up, they don't send you a bill afterwards. They might ask you for some money, but you say no if you don't want. So, but they still give you the advice, still going to help you. So this idea of advice is such an important thing. Eights, and this was the eights. The Haman, he was trying to give the bad advice. That was the whole thing. It's all the internet, the whole world is all about getting everyone's advice topsy-turvy. It's all about freedom, like in a funny way, like where you're enslaved to your job, not to your soul, yeah, or you're enslaved to your pleasures, not to your higher ideals. So this idea of freedom is a bunch of lies out there. Right? So the Haman is the eights. He wants to give us wrong eights. Is the eights. He takes the eights to das. He takes the big 50-foot pole. Like some say it's from the Tavis Noah. Some say it's from which was the box that Noah protected himself in, the house that Noah protected himself in. Some say it was from the eights to das itself, from the tree which Rishon sinned. Some say that big 50-hour stick was from the Kodesh Kadoshim, which is hard to understand because it wasn't that high, but there's ways to explain it. Maybe put two together, whatever. The Nakuda is that stick he took he was trying. So what did Hashem do? Showed him. He said, no. That 50th level is a place you can't mess up. That 50th level of Bina, which we started at the beginning of that prayer, of understanding of where the souls come from. That place is pure. There's no problems over there. The Jewish people are totally connected to me in that place inside themselves, the inner level of the heart, and the ideas of what understanding, real true understanding is about. So that idea, that he couldn't mess up. So what happened? He tried to take such a high thing, and it ended up being where he had it. And that's what's going to happen to Haman. Pesach time, on the 16th of Nisan, Haman was hanged. Yeah? This is a time of Gula, it's a time of Mashiach. We see them make a Sudas Esther on the second day of Pesach. Yeah? Make a meal of Esther. Even from Haman came Rabbonim. And what was the rabbi that came from Haman? Rosh Chodesh Adonai. The one who said that in the Gemara, Shmuel Bar Shalis, was from Haman. He was a descendant from Haman. The one who understood that Adam could make a Haman, an Amalek, a Rosh, someone who's completely against Hashem and spirituality and wants to get everyone on the wrong track and destroy the world, like probably the guy over there in Persia and Iran now. That type of guy, whatever his name is, he wants, I can't even say it, those type of guys, they want to turn everything upside down, kill people and all that type of negative stuff. So those type of guys, they want power and all that rubbish. So the Nakuda is, those type of guys, they end up getting hanged themselves. And that's what my son said was going to happen. The nuclear bomb is going to go right back to them to throw. It really doesn't make sense. But my son said, a pure boy, he doesn't know nothing about the world in terms of politics and all that stuff. So what was his opinion? Just like Haman was hanged on what he tried to do to us, so too Tolei Aleit, so too these guys will blow themselves up and try and mess. Yeah? They will blow themselves up. I mean, I hope they don't. I hope they just realise it's silly to do such things, because no one should kill millions of people just because of different religions and things like that. It's completely the opposite of what religion should be about. Religion should be about love and positivity, yeah, but and truth and shalom. But these guys, whatever. So come back. Yeah? So what's Haman? He ends up getting hanged on this place where the 50th level. This is Shavuos. This 50th level is Kimu B'Kiblu, like in Purim. We took it on again. The Torah. This 50th level is what we're really about, and we can't be touched there. That's the Zeh. That's the positive point. You're pointing at the side of you. When you do Kiddush Levana, the little sliver of moon, like we had at the beginning, or when Hashem revealed Himself at Yam Suf, Zeh. This little point of spirituality in you. It's in everything you deal with. The MS. You just have the ability to cleave to your soul and see on a soul level. That is the true reality. That is the real reality. That's who we really are. So fine, now I'm going to finish the shir. You're going to finish the shir, this class, and we're going to go. You're going to go back to the class, and eventually go back to America. And the shir doesn't come. Hopefully the shir comes. You won't be going. And you're going to go back to wherever you're going to.
I'm staying.
No, just stay. You're like, you've got Shlomo. His peace. It's all good. He's completed it. But me, I've got to go back home. I'm going to get ready for Shabbos, and the kids to bed. And it's like a war. See.
Where are you staying? When for Pesach? A few blocks away. Strass, right up the Strass.
Yeah, you're going a few blocks away, see? Those few blocks make a big difference. That Kula High Street is not what it was 20, 30 years ago. There's a little bit like cool lights going on over there nowadays. Yeah, it's still not Oxford Street in London or like Manhattan. What's the street there? Times Square. It's not Times Square, but Hashem, but it's it has a certain aspect. Anyway, the good is we have to deal with the world, and that's what Hashem wants. He wants us to go in the world. He doesn't want us to talk about these ideas. He wants us to live it. We have to constantly remind ourselves. Yeah, the Megillah is there to remind ourselves. We can say much more. There's so much to talk about, but what we have to do is rather internalize it, not just talk. We have to make it reality. That's what we're saying. That's the Truma. That's the Mishkan. That's the place where Hashem's dwelling. That's a temple of Hashem's in this world, of God in this world, to bring out in everything the positivity, the spirituality, the connection. And that is that reality. That is the true reality, and that's what Purim's going to do. And that will prepare us for the next Kula of Pesach, and this will bring us hopefully not just to another cycle. We go round and round every year. But hopefully this year will really penetrate our hearts and really make a difference for all of us. And we should dance with the shir to Kain ibn Mehir.